We've reached the halfway point, and the race for the playoffs is not slowing down. It's time for weekly highlights of PIEA Rocket League. First highlights are from a critical Keystone Division bout between 1 and 2 teams, Garden Spot High and Mannheim Township White Streaks. Mannheim would start out strong, with controlled pressure from Octocon. The Streaks would win Game 1 with a 3-1 shout. Game 2 would remain status quo as Mannheim as a team would score 10 total goals en route to a sweep. Interdivisional play with Z2 and 1's meet as Pin Trafford Green would get together with Chambersburg White. Chambersburg would strike first in Game 1, as Who's Kunai would take advantage of this loose ball in front of the net. In Game 2, Stepbro would find a contested answer, as well as a burb in the box for a 3-1 series equalizer. But in Game 3, Grub would tally a brilliant assist as Kunai would put the series away, 2-1 for Chambersburg. Back to the Keystone, where undefeated Bishop McDevitt Gold would be looking to stay that way against Garnet Valley White. The Jags would take Game 1 to overtime, where Little Fingernail would find the sliver in the defense needed in order to win. But in Game 2, the tides would change in McDevitt's favor, with this emphatic Kaderp strike, leading to a 5-1 victory. And McDevitt would hold the Jags scoreless in Game 3, highlighted by this full-pitch return to sender from Who Asked Inc. The final match of the night pitted Pincrest High against Carlisle High. And in Game 1, there would be a small rift on the board, as an early 2-0 lead would be enough to gain an early advantage. Game 2 would find deja vu, as a hotly contested late equalizer attempt would 2-goal swing into a Pincrest 2-0 series victory.
Welcome back to Week 4 Overwatch highlights here for PIEA. We open up this week with Knock High School against Forest Hills High School, and it didn't take long to see the aggression come into play, as Forest Hills swarmed their opposition to crunch through the map, featuring flashy Genji looks and 5 minutes in the time bank. Even the Junkrat trap couldn't hold Forest Hills down. Game 2, Flip Stingray showcased the wild power of a diva in flight, as they took out 2 players early before reminding everyone why the edge of the map is so deadly, as Forest Hills High completed the 2-0. Up next, we feature Penn Manor High School taking on Ephrata High School, and Tech immediately gets to level the entire kit of Reinhardt to keep Penn Manor in control. A well-timed Amplifier Strike gets through 2, then turns around to protect their team against the self-destruct. Nice. Kings Row is up next, and they say the deadliest threat is the one hiding in plain sight. Hovering over everyone, Farah gets through the backline and calls justice from the sky, as no one can turn in time to handle the aerial threat. As Penn Manor races the clock on the way to closing out the 2-0. Let's say hello to our next match as Pencrest High School and Garnet Valley High School took to the stage. It's over, said Flypack. I have the high ground. And indeed they did, as the Cassidy pulled out the Deadeye to shut down the aggression of their opposition. Map 2, and Fusion Bolt was looking for a little revenge for the indignity of Map 1, and the Reinhardt brought it, cleaving through to get a massive Earth Shatter, cleaning up the stunned players and evening up the score 1-1. This series would need a tiebreaker, and Garnet Valley would smash it open, with Snowy sending up a huge bomb in overtime to finalize the defense, giving them the map and the series 2-1. Finally this week, we got to see Susquehanna Township High School and Bishop McDevitt High School. The tank role is not just all about the flashy eliminations or massive combos. Sometimes you just need to keep your team in play, and Emperor led the way with well-timed barriers to protect their squad before earning a Graviton Surge to close out the fight and give Susquehanna Township victory on Oasis. Speaking of flashy plays, though, Synthix showed why we love them so much as the Genji player got the Nano Boost with the Dragon Blade to cut through their opponent, eliminating any hope of victory as Susquehanna Township won out 2-0. Thanks for watching. Tune back in next week for Week 5 highlights of all the action here at PIEA.